Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Deja with Twisted Sisters Mojo, and it is time for another pick a card reading. The topic of today's pick a card reading is messages from your spiritual guides. What do your spiritual guides need you to know? What do you need to be aware of? What do you need to focus on? So we're going to be looking at messages from your spiritual guides. If I can keep these cards shuffled and keep them from like flying across the room. All right. First of all, and let me apologize. We have not been as active as we normally are over the past few weeks with our postings. I was fighting the flu, and I've got a cough that will not go away. Raven's had some things going on, so we haven't been as diligent as we normally are in our video postings. But hopefully, we're going to try and get back to our regular schedule program. So. All right, so messages from your spiritual guides. What do your spirit guides need you to know? As usual, we're going to divide the deck up. This time it's going to be in 4 piles. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Messages from your spiritual guides. What do they need you to know? What do you need to be aware of? Alright, so if you picked pile 1. Okay, this is interesting. Okay. If you have picked pile 1, your spirit guides want you to be aware of the fact that now is not the time to be putting yourself out there spiritually to people. The people around you are not in a position where they're going to hear your message in a way that is positive and that is your intention. So at this juncture right now, your spiritual guides want you to know to take a step back, take a deep breath before things come flying out your mouth, because not everyone around you is really listening to what you have to say in the with the intention of which you mean it to be. So it's about kind of maybe going inward a little bit and maybe standing outside and just observing at this point, rather than a whole lot of talking, a whole lot of trying to get people to understand where you're coming from, both on a spiritual level and on a mundane level. There's going to be right now there's a disconnect between you and the people that you're trying to communicate with. So now is a good time to kind of step back and just be silent for a moment. You are who you are. You have the knowledge and the wisdom and the experience that you need to move forward. But not everybody is going to appreciate all of the effort and all of the hard work and all of the knowledge that you have. So hold on to the knowledge that you have and share it with those who are actually going to listen and who are actually going to appreciate what you have to say. So the message, if you picked pile 1, is silence is golden right now. And be very choosy about who you share your knowledge and your wisdom with. Because not everybody's on your level, honey. Not everybody's on your level, and until they get on your level, don't waste your time or your energy. So that's if you picked pile 1. If you've picked pile 2. Okay, if you've picked pile 2, the first thing is what your spiritual guides want you to know is that you are unique in who you are and what you are. Quit trying to compare yourself to everyone around you. Your spiritual path is your spiritual path. Your life path is your life path. You don't have to live your life trying to live up to someone else's expectations and standards. You're a beautiful, unique, quirky little creature. Embrace that. What your spiritual guides also want you to know is that you need to relax a little bit and quit trying to fight change and transition. The harder you fight this change, the harder you fight this transition, the harder you fight things shifting and evolving going forward, the worse it's going to be for you. Be the willow, baby. Be the willow. Bend. Move. You know, you got to just kind of go with the flow here. Let go of some of that rigidity of thought. Let go of some of that rigidity of perception, and things have to be a certain way. So relax a little bit. So definitely relax and embrace your uniqueness and quit trying to live up to someone else's expectations. That's basically the message if you have picked pile 2. If you picked pile 3, all right, if you have picked pile 3, the messages that your spiritual guides want you to know or need you to know is that when it comes right down to it, you are in complete control of the world around you. You're feeling a little bit out of control. You're feeling a little bit at the mercy of life and at the mercy of the tide and the change. Whereas if you picked pile 2, yes, you need to go with the flow and relax. But with this one, you need to remember that you are in control and you do have that power and that energy and the ability to change your life and to push your life in the direction that you want it to go to. You have all of this inner knowledge and all of this input coming from within yourself and within your intuition and from your intuition, but you're constantly doubting what you're hearing. You're doubting your intuition, you're doubting your gut feeling, and you need to start listening to yourself more. So if you've picked pile 2, remember that you have more control than what you think. And 2, you have the knowledge, you have more knowledge than you have more knowledge than what you believe you have. So that's the message if you picked pile 2. If you have picked pile 3, all right, if you picked pile 3, honey, get the hell out of the intellectual part. You've been stuck in an intellectual rut. You're overthinking things. You need to tune back into that spiritual part of yourself. You're not listening to your spirit guides. when they're trying to guide you and direct you. You're not listening to your ancestors when they're trying to guide you and direct you. So you need to tap back into those energies and reestablish that connection with either your ancestors, your spirit guides, who have you, what have you. You need to get that connection and that line, that phone line going again, because they're trying to push it, but you're just not hearing it because you have so much white noise going on in your head. So you need to get out of your head, you need to get out of the intellectual, and you need to get right back into the spiritual head first, dive into that. What I'm getting is over the next couple months, things for you are going to open up massively on a spiritual and emotional level. So you need to be prepared to deal with that and be okay with that and embrace that. So that's as if you picked pile 4. All right, folks, this has been Deja with Twisted Sisters Mojo. Do us a favor, hit that like button, leave us a thumbs up or a comment, hit that subscribe button. That's what I was looking for, the subscribe button. But do that voodoo that you do and give us a hand. We will see y'all in the next video. Peace.